I told you, man. I told you. As soon as I come back to this dump, I'm gonna feel like shit again. And as soon as I get in my seat, I don't know what's up with these people today, just because it's Monday or what have you. But it's been like that for the last few years. In my first and second year, I never had a crowd like this. Hell, I remember Rico would ask me, how was my weekend? Every single Monday, I'll come back to this place. It's never like that with my other coworkers. It's never like that with everyone around me. That's why more than half the time, I feel like a nobody. All right? I don't care what anybody thinks. This is exactly how I feel totally different as a person. Why I'm still the worst version of me that nobody expected to see. Look at the friends that I lost. Look at my ex-close friend memorial wall. It's got to that point. Dude, let's focus on these guys. This is going to be the topic. I'm going to keep this real short because I know that I got other stuff to do. But I'm at the point now where, like, I hate to say, I'm going to, ever since, I blocked my entire friend circle again with the exception of Mari, by accident. Well, I need her at this point because, I had her send some of the friendship banners because she's the only one that's, I can rely on Facebook for her to post stuff on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? So she did that. I don't know if anybody's going to respond, as far as those banners are concerned. By the way, I made a new one if you want to see this real quick. Yep. So I made it earlier this morning. I think it's got all the guys to hang out with. So this particular group is all the guys I hung out with, going to like years ago, well over a decade. You see guys like Mary, Andrew, Julio, Robbie, Tristan, me, and Diana. We look like a couple. I know she was my ex close best friend, one of my best friends now. She's just parted ways with me last year. But then she looks so good, man. That dress she's wearing. I mean, that's how most of our pictures are. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's how we looked like in most of our pictures. But just friendly like that. That's how I am. I'm like, I'm sure Tristan is like that with some of his female friends too. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. I've seen him do it with with Sarifa way back then when we watched that movie. I forgot what movie it was. I think it's Wally. It might be that. But there's nothing wrong. It's just some friendly lady love. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, you can see it right there. It's got all the ex-close friends. We got Julio, Robbie, Andrew, Mary, Dave, the one in the glasses, Tristan, Diana, and Jesse, right? So yeah, man, getting to this topic right here, dude, it's just, I think I've come to a realization that since I did this again to all my other friends, like I said, except Mari, and, at this point, since I hung out with Neil on the last day of the month, and of course Nathan when it comes to his birthday, the rest of the guys I haven't really undone yet because, I just don't even know, like, based on my mental corruption, that, and I know those guys are really talkative. Carlos, Russ, Abbas, I have nothing against them, but, I'm to the point where I just don't want to even see their messages still. I don't. And speaking of Carlos, man, I remember the first time I did this, he was on YouTube just commenting on all my videos, and he's saying, hey, why'd you do this to you, man? He was very concerned that I blocked him and at that time, like all the other guys, for like 4 months. Now it's been over a month again. He hasn't said a damn thing. Hell, none of these guys have said a damn thing since. Even Russ at this point, he has not been showing up on, on my channel lately. Now, I don't know if he's busy or what, if he just has nothing to say, especially with the video that I had where I was by the T-Mobile Arena. But let's just come to a realization that that they might have just moved on from me at this point. At this point, they seem like they don't really care anymore. I could be wrong, but it just seems that way. Okay? I know those guys got some gifts waiting for them, like and I gotta, and they're asking me, what they want for Christmas as well. And I'm not saying I'm not gonna do it, but with how things are, especially in this dump, and with my spirit always being destroyed, it's like it's all of that is holding me back from really trying to mingle with friends. That's why my ex-close friend memorial wall is there. That's why, I mean, I'm just like not wanting to interact with any of these friends for a while when it comes to hangouts. I'm sorry, dude. It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? It just sucks, but it is what it is. You know. Despite a great trip last weekend, I still don't know if I want to. I'm at the point where I just feel like I don't want to spend any time with any of these friends anymore, like until further notice. And I know that sounds rude. I'm not saying that on purpose, just because I'm starting to dislike guys like Russ, Abbas, Carlos, and and Ray and all that. But I'm sorry, dude. This dump is just holding me back from being the person that I truly am. And I'm sure some of the guys have known that. Russ, Abbas, most notably, even Neil, right? But the rest of the guys like Julio, Robbie, who I lost earlier this year, and Andrew as well, they don't really see that, so they just left me for good. You know what I'm saying? It's guys like them and Tristan and Angelique, Rhea. I mean, I hate to bring up so many of these names again, but that's that's how they've. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm sorry, dude. I'm at the point where, just it looks like I just don't want to do it this year. I don't. I feel like I'd rather spend more time with family, and nothing against these friends, but it seems like at this point they're probably just moving on. Carlos hasn't said a damn thing. I'm pretty sure he said he's not seeing any of my videos, but I don't even know if he realizes that I blocked him too. I don't think he even cares. But at this point, it is what it is. I'm letting these guys be. They got their own shit to do. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm going to get to another video where I have Dewey back on my ex-close friend memorial wall, so stay tuned for that. But for the most part, I'm just out of it already, man. I'm just out of it. So, yeah, I mean, who knows? I could be wrong, but I know Christmas is coming in about another week. So I know it's just been another dull kind of day and just feeling like a nobody. I told you, man. I told you. As soon as I come back to this dump, I'm already starting to feel like that. That's why it's holding me back from being the person that I am. I told you, man. Nothing's going to change for the better. That's why I need a new job, dude. But let me know what you guys think, man. I hope Russ, Carlos, or Boss can see this, and they better let me know what they think. I don't know, man. But anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.